Alright, I am back with another video of Maryadi's V-22B. A couple months ago I made a tutorial on this aircraft, 30 minutes long. To be honest, it was a little bit too long. Some of you guys agreed it was too long as well. So this is going to be just a quick startup video. We're just going to get the engine started. We'll cover a couple things at the end that you need to be aware of. And then that will be that. If you want anything more specific, I urge you to head over to the 30-minute video where I cover stuff a lot more in detail. Alrighty. So for this aircraft, you're going to need a third-party add-on called FSUIPC. It will allow the VTOL gauge in this aircraft to function properly. If you don't have FSUIPC installed, you won't be able to fly in VTOL mode. You'll only be able to fly it conventionally. And I'm pretty sure you guys didn't get this aircraft to fly conventionally. Got to look like a badass, which is what we're going to do. So let's go and hop into the cockpit here. We're going to go ahead and establish a power source, which is our battery, because we are in the cold and dark state. Nothing is on, nothing is running. And once we got that set, we're going to turn on our avionics power switch. And we're going to hop into our right seat. Pilot sits on the right seat, co-pilot on the left, just like in a normal helicopter. And we're going to turn on our MFDs, CDUs, and our other MFDs. Come on. There we go. Alright, so right now we do have our blades folded. We're going to have to unfold those. First step to that would be to turn on your beacon light, because we're going to be tilting our nacelles. You're going to use aileron trim to tilt them up and down. That's the only way you can do it, unless you enable the spoiler gauge, which you can find in the panel, and there's a walkthrough in the flight manual of that. So we're going to go ahead and tilt it to 90 degrees. You can see our nacelle indicator here, all the way up to 90. There we go. And we're going to go to our system screen. You can do this on any of the displays, by the way. Blade fold and wing stow, BFWS. And we're going to go ahead and hit fold horizontal. By the way, while you're doing this, you're going to want to go ahead and start up your APU. We're going to set it to run engage. There we go. You can see our volts coming back to life there. There we go. Wings are folded. Or sorry, blades are unfolded. We're going to hit our rotor lock. If you don't hit that, it's very important. You can't start up your engines if that's on. So hit that, make sure the green light or the green arrow goes away. And we are now set to start up our aircraft. So we're going to turn on our nav. Make sure your fuel cutoff is in the on position. And you're going to put this all the way forward. Now, I'm flying this in Prepare 3D4, where a couple of things have changed, especially the architecture. We're 64-bit. And that changes, changed some of the sounds in this aircraft. Some of the sounds don't display properly. In this case, it's the engine startup. So we're just going to sit here in silence while the 6,000 horsepower engine spools up. Okay, not really. We're actually just going to go through a couple things while that's spilling up. You can see this right here. Once it hits around 10 to 12, it ignites just like you saw now. It's going to go up near near 100. If it stays at 100 for more than 10 seconds, you're going to want to shut down that aircraft because something is wrong. That engine because something is wrong. It should come down around 70. We're going to turn on our left FADEC. That's our generator switch. And we're going to spool up our other engine. There we go, a lot quicker because the prop rotors are already spinning. Gauge the right generator. That one went a little bit higher, but it's coming back down, that's good. There we go, there you have it. Set off your parking brakes if you have it. You can begin taxiing. I recommend using the nacelles. We're not going to do that in this video. This was just a quick get it flying video. We're actually going to set this to off since our generator switches are now taking the power. We don't need the APU anymore. So right now we're just going to cover a couple of quick things. First and most importantly, when you're flying, and more specifically descending, whether to land or something else, you want to make sure when this red line right here is on, don't get your green arrow below that. If you get this into the red, you're going to possibly enter something called Vortex ring state. It's where your prop rotors will start sinking into its own downwash. It will start cycling its own air, and it will no longer be pushing down sufficient air in order to keep the aircraft aloft, and therefore you'll lose control. The aircraft will start rolling over, and it's basically just a shit show. It's rather difficult to recover from. So easiest way, just make sure your green arrow is out of the red. If you find yourself entering this VRS a lot, you could turn it off by hitting Special Feature Enable. There you go. No longer have to worry about it. I keep it on to keep me on my toes, keep me aware. Another thing, we're going to jump over to another section here. We're going to talk about the comms. Basically, if you want to change one of the comm or nav frequencies, just hit and hold the tab key on your keyboard. Type 12.5. That was actually incorrect. 128.5. And you can select that for nav 1. Nav 2, you can see, there we go, you see how it changes. And just hold tab key, backspace to exit out. You can also do it with your transponder. Your transponder is right here, 1200. Change that, and you can backspace to clear it out if you'd like. I'm trying to think of a couple other things. So yeah, basically you absolutely need FSUIPC, both on prepared and on FSX, as well as having an assignment for aileron trim. I actually have it on my throttle here, so I don't have to move my hand anywhere. I can just control it with my my middle finger, just like that. Other than that, if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. I do really recommend to check out that 30-minute video if you have a specific question or problem. I do cover a lot of stuff in that video, but this one was just to get you up and running so that you can fly. There you have it. I'll be coming out with possibly another tutorial on how I personally fly this aircraft and how you can make it look better when it's flying. And I'll be coming out with that hopefully in a I don't know whenever I want to. So just a heads up on that. Yeah, other than that, we are good. So I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.